What if the universe you see around you isn't the only one that exists? What if, hidden within the very fabric of reality, there are secret laws that govern everything from your thoughts to the fate of entire civilizations? Ancient wisdom, once guarded by secret societies and esoteric traditions, suggests there are universal principles that shape our lives and the cosmos itself. These principles are called the Hermetic laws. For centuries, these teachings have been veiled in mystery, only passed down to those deemed worthy of understanding their depths. But what if these laws, which are said to unlock the very secrets of creation, are far more practical than we've been led to believe? What if, through understanding them, we could not only gain insight into the mysteries of the universe, but also harness the hidden powers that reside within us? In this video, we will explore the Hermetic Law's 7 principles that hold the key to understanding the spiritual and material realms. From the law of mentalism, which teaches that all is mind, to the law of vibration, which explains how everything is in constant motion, we'll delve into the core of Hermetic wisdom and uncover how these ancient teachings are as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. Whether you're new to the concept or have already encountered these laws in your spiritual journey, this exploration will open your eyes to a deeper understanding of the universe and your place within it. Stay with us as we pull back the veil on these ancient secrets, revealing the true power of the Hermetic laws and how you can begin to apply them in your life today. The Hermetic laws trace their origins to ancient Egypt and are attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, a legendary figure who is considered the synthesis of the Egyptian god Thoth and the Greek god Hermes. Hermes Trismegistus, whose name means thrice great, was believed to be a master of wisdom and an intermediary between the gods and humanity. He was not just a philosopher but a teacher of alchemy, astrology, and the mystical arts, and his teachings became the foundation for the Hermetic tradition. The Hermetic teachings were passed down through a series of texts known as the Corpus Hermeticum, which were written around the 2nd and 3rd centuries AD. These writings focus on the relationship between the divine and the human, offering insights into the nature of the soul, the cosmos, and the divine order of the universe. They suggest that the universe operates under a set of immutable laws that can be understood and utilized by those who seek to align themselves with the divine plan. Philosophically, the Hermetic laws are rooted in the idea that the universe is not a random or chaotic place, but an orderly, interconnected system. The teachings are deeply metaphysical and reflect a view of the universe that is both spiritual and scientific in nature. At their core, these laws suggest that reality is not what it appears to be. The world we see is just a manifestation of deeper, invisible forces that can be controlled through knowledge and wisdom. The Hermetic tradition was influential in shaping later spiritual and philosophical movements, including alchemy, Gnosticism, and the Renaissance's interest in hidden knowledge. Many scholars and mystics have studied the Hermetic texts, and their influence can be seen in the works of figures such as Paracelsus, John Dee, and even Isaac Newton, who dabbled in alchemy and mysticism alongside his groundbreaking scientific work. But why have these teachings remained hidden for so long? The answer lies in the nature of the Hermetic tradition itself. These laws were not meant for the masses, they were reserved for those who sought higher knowledge and spiritual enlightenment. For centuries, they were kept secret, protected by secret societies like the Freemasons and Rosicrucians, who understood their power and potential for both enlightenment and transformation. Now that we've laid the historical and philosophical groundwork, let us delve into the core of the Hermetic laws themselves. There are 7 Hermetic laws, each of which explains a fundamental truth about the nature of reality. Let us start with the first 3, as they form the foundation upon which all the others are built. 1. The law of mentalism, the all is mind. This is perhaps the most profound and far-reaching of the Hermetic principles. The law of mentalism states that everything in the universe is a product of the mind. The material world, the spiritual realm, and everything in between are all manifestations of the universal mind, often referred to as the all. According to this law, nothing exists outside of mind, and the mind itself is the creator of all reality. This law is particularly powerful because it suggests that if we can change the way we think, we can change the world around us. Our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are not just reflections of our inner state, but are actual forces that shape our external reality. This is the essence of the law of mentalism. Our minds are not passive observers of the universe, they are active creators, molding reality through our perceptions and intentions. 2. The law of correspondence: as above, so below; as below, so above. This law suggests that there is a correspondence between the different planes of existence, be it the physical, mental, or spiritual. The patterns that exist in one realm are reflected in all others. This idea is best captured by the phrase "as above, so below," meaning that the microcosm, the individual, mirrors the macrocosm, the universe, and vice versa. In practical terms, this law teaches us that by understanding the higher realms of existence, we can gain insight into the lower, physical world. The stars, the seasons, the human body, and even our thoughts all follow similar patterns and principles. By recognizing these correspondences, we can better align ourselves with the natural rhythms of the universe, bringing harmony and balance into our lives. 3. The law of vibration: nothing rests, everything moves and vibrates. According to this law, everything in the universe is in constant motion. Whether it's the physical matter of our bodies, the thoughts in our minds, or the energy of the stars, all things vibrate at their own frequency. This means that nothing is truly static, everything is in a constant state of flux, moving at different rates of vibration. This law helps explain the concept of energy fields and how our thoughts and emotions can influence the physical world. It teaches us that by raising our own vibrational frequency through positive thinking, meditation, and alignment with higher spiritual truths, we can influence our environment and create change in our lives. As we explore these laws, it becomes clear that they are not just abstract concepts, they are powerful tools that can be used to transform our reality. The law of mentalism shows us that our minds shape the world around us. The law of correspondence reveals the interconnectedness of all things, and the law of vibration teaches us that everything is in motion, ready to be influenced. Now that we've explored the first 3 laws, let us turn our attention to the remaining 4. These laws provide deeper insight into how we can apply the first 3 principles to our lives and use them to manifest our desires and achieve spiritual growth. 4. The law of polarity: everything is dual, everything has poles. This law explains that everything in the universe exists in pairs of opposites. Light and darkness, hot and cold, good and evil, all are polar opposites that are inseparable and interconnected. The key to understanding this law is realizing that these opposites are not separate, but part of the same continuum. Without one, the other could not exist. In practical terms, this law teaches us that the struggles and challenges we face in life are not obstacles to be avoided, but opportunities for growth. By understanding that opposites are part of the same whole, we can find balance in our lives and transform negative situations into positive ones. For example, when facing difficulties, we can shift our perception and see the hidden opportunities within the challenges. 5. The law of rhythm: everything flows in and out, everything has its tides. This law tells us that everything in the universe moves in cycles, nothing is permanent, and all things go through phases of growth, decline, and renewal. The seasons, the phases of the moon, and even the stages of our lives follow natural rhythms that govern our existence. By understanding this law, we can begin to flow with the natural rhythms of life rather than fighting against them. When we experience hardships, we can remind ourselves that this too shall pass, and the tides will turn. The law of rhythm teaches us to embrace the ebb and flow of life and trust in the cyclical nature of existence. 6. The law of cause and effect: every action has a corresponding reaction. This law explains that nothing happens by chance, every event in the universe is the result of a specific cause. The consequences of our actions, thoughts, and emotions ripple out into the world and return to us, either immediately or over time. Understanding this law empowers us to take responsibility for our lives. By becoming aware of the causes we set into motion, we can consciously choose to create positive effects in our lives and the world around us. The law of cause and effect reminds us that we are not victims of circumstance, we are the creators of our own fate. 7. The law of gender. Gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. This final law teaches us that both masculine and feminine energies are present in all things. The law is not necessarily about physical gender, but about the balance of yin and yang, creation and destruction, logic and intuition. By recognizing and balancing these energies within ourselves, we can achieve harmony and fulfillment. The law of gender encourages us to embrace both the masculine and feminine aspects of our being, understanding that both are essential for creation and manifestation. So, how can you apply the Hermetic laws to your life? These principles are not just esoteric ideas, they are tools for personal transformation and spiritual growth. Here are some practical ways you can begin to integrate these laws into your daily life. 1. Use the law of mentalism to reframe your thoughts. Remember that your mind creates your reality. Begin by cultivating positive thoughts, affirmations, and visualization techniques to manifest your desires. By shifting your mindset, you shift your entire world. 2. Apply the law of correspondence by recognizing patterns in your life. Whether it's in your relationships, your career, or your personal growth, look for the connections between the microcosm and the macrocosm. Understand that your internal state mirrors the external world, and by changing within, you can change without. 3. Leverage the law of vibration by raising your frequency. Practice meditation, surround yourself with positive influences, and focus on high vibrational emotions like love, gratitude, and joy. The more you raise your vibration, the more you will attract positive experiences into your life. 4. Embrace the law of polarity by reframing negative situations. See challenges as opportunities for growth and transformation. When facing opposites, remember that they are two sides of the same coin, and with each challenge comes the potential for expansion. 5. Flow with the law of rhythm by learning to embrace life's natural cycles. Understand that life is full of ups and downs, and when things are difficult, trust that the tides will eventually turn. Keep moving forward, knowing that change is inevitable. 6. Understand the law of cause and effect by taking responsibility for your actions. Every decision you make has consequences, so be mindful of the energy you put out into the world. Choose actions that will create positive effects and align with your highest intentions. 7. Balance the law of gender within yourself. Cultivate both the masculine and feminine aspects of your nature. Embrace your intuition and creativity alongside logic and action. This balance is key to manifesting your dreams. The Hermetic laws are not just ancient teachings, they are timeless principles that can guide us through the complexities of modern life. By understanding and applying these laws, we unlock the hidden powers that have always been available to us. These laws are the keys to mastering the universe and ourselves, and they are waiting for you to discover them. So, the question is, are you ready to unlock the secrets of the universe? To align with the hidden forces that govern your life? The power is within your reach, waiting to be awakened. What do you think? Which Hermetic law resonates most with you? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and share this video with those who are ready to explore the hidden powers of the Hermetic laws.